This is Rich with WorkshopAddict.com. Today we're going to do a quick review on my PowerMatic PM1200 hanging air filter. I have been wanting an air filter for about 2 years and finally decided a couple weeks ago to order one when I placed the order for my new Grizzly table saw. To make things easy, I just ordered a Grizzly hanging unit, but after looking at the reviews over the weekend, which really were not that good, I decided to cancel the order for the Grizzly, and I ended up buying a PowerMatic after looking at the PowerMatic and the Jet, as well as Steel City. Now, the Jet reviews were pretty decent, and there was quite a few of them. The PowerMatic reviews were good as well, but there really wasn't that many reviews, so it's not a good sampling. Some of the things that I'd read was the PowerMatic was quieter because it had insulation on the inside to dampen that sound. As you can see from this picture here, there's no insulation on the inside. This is basically just a steel box with a squirrel cage blower on the inside. It has a pre-filter on the inlet, which isn't the nice thing about this. It's a filter size that you can buy from your local Lowe's or Home Depot or Menards, you know, standard filter. And then behind that, there's another filter that will filter down to 1 micron. So that was nice as well. But there is no insulation on the inside of this. When I took it out of the box, the first thing I noticed was the chrome strip down the side, this here, was stuck on the bottom. I mean, it wasn't even adhered properly. So I called PowerMatic. Their customer service was great. They were very friendly, shipped a brand new one out, which I have not installed yet. So I got it out on the bench and I pulled the covers off it to take a look. The screws that attach the blower motor to the end of the housing were all loose, and one of them was stripped out. And I just kept thinking through this whole deal, this is not your father's PowerMatic. I mean, this is not the Cadillac of table saws that we are used to with the PowerMatic table saw. This is built in Taiwan and is not in the same class as their table saws. If I had it to do over again, I think I would buy a Jet. This is the same company, but it's over, I think about $130 cheaper for a Jet that basically has the same specs. Now the PowerMatic has nice paint. Quarter horse, it's 547 on low CFM, 706 and 1196 on high. It has an extremely nice remote which has power on off button. You can control the speed up and down and also set a timer up to 9 hours, so you can set it to whatever time you want, walk away, it'll run for that time and then shut off. But that is not exclusive to PowerMatic, and a lot of the other manufacturers have that as well. So the build quality of it is a little disappointing. I will say it does work. I have no issues with the amount of noise it makes. I really can't compare it to a Jet or Steel City or a Grizzly as far as sound, because this is the only one I've ever owned. But it's the build quality is not great by any means. The one thing that I did on this installation is I built a framework that screws up to my trusses, and have a 1/2 inch by 7 inch bolt running up through several sheets of plywood, 2 on the upper part, 2 on the lower, so this thing can swivel, because none of the manufacturers give you a very good recommendation on how the things should mount. I mean, I've read you should put them over against the wall, you should be in the center of the room, you should be above the equipment that makes the most dust. And the one thing that seemed somewhat logical to me was people had talked about pointing the thing towards a wall to create a circular flow of air around the room, and that kind of made sense. But the problem is, you really don't know exactly where to point it. So I went ahead and built a swivel. So I now have the option to swivel this wherever I want. If I want to turn it around that direction, I can do so. But I'll go ahead and turn it on and run through the speeds for you. You're not going to get a very good indication of you know, how loud it is on the camera, but I will do that. And you can also see here the LED on the side that shows the timer function and the speed. And I will say, out of all of them that I looked at, you know, the looks of the remote and that panel on the side is better than the rest, but you know, it's just a dust collector. I mean, who really cares? It's not worth spending $130 more or whatever the difference is. So I'll go ahead and turn it on. This is low speed here. There's high. Excuse me, that's medium. This is high. And then we've got a timer on the side. There's 1 hour. 2. You can see on the side that it goes through the got a number showing. 3, 4, 5. We'll shut it back off. So, you know, the aesthetics of it, probably better than a lot of the other units out there. Build quality, not great. Definitely not what you would expect from PowerMatic. But it does work well, and the air quality is significantly improved in here. I mean, it will definitely clean up the shop. I don't have dust all over the place like I did before, but just a little disappointing that you know, the Cadillac of table saw company would have something that came you know, with stripped out bolts and things loose, and you know, trim stuck in the wrong spot, and so on and so forth. So consider that, you know, for what it's worth. I would buy a jet next time around, save the money. Matter of fact, you might buy 2 jets, get twice the performance for not much more. This is Rich with WorkshopAddict.com. Have a great day.